and a big voice in social change. And we have Mr. Farhan Akhtar, founder of MARD, Men Against Rape and Discrimination. Ma'am, I would request you to kindly take the proceedings and tell our friends from the media about Bas Ab Bahut Ho Gaya, the campaign.
So I'm from an NGO called Population Foundation of India, जो 50 साल से काम कर रही है महिलाओं के स्वास्थ्य पे. And we discovered that महिलाओं का स्वास्थ्य वायलेंस से बहुत जुड़ा हुआ है. और हम लोग कहते हैं कि भगवान हर जगह होता है, पर हमने देखा महिलाओं के लिए वायलेंस हर जगह होती है. घर में, घर के बाहर, बस स्टॉप में, बस में, ट्रेन में, हर जगह. और ये उनके मेंटल, फिजिकल और साइकोलॉजिकल हेल्थ पे बहुत असर करती है और महिलाओं को आगे बढ़ने से रोकती है. तीन में से एक महिला अपने हस्बैंड या पार्टनर द्वारा सेक्सुअल अब्यूज सहन करती है और वायलेंस सहन करती है अपने घर में, घर के अंदर. हमने ये भी देखा कि महिलाओं को कोई रास्ता नहीं है. हमारा जो पब्लिक हेल्थ सिस्टम है, हमारी पब्लिक है, हर जगह महिलाओं जहाँ जाती हैं वहाँ वायलेंस एक साइलेंट किलर है. एक महिला सुइसाइडल होती है, डिप्रेस होती है, पिटती है, उसको फिजिकल दर्द होता है. और हमने ये भी देखा कि आंकड़े ये बताते हैं कि 50% से ज़्यादा महिलाएं और पुरुष कहते हैं कि इट इज़ लेजिटिमेट, सही है एक महिला को मारना. कारण क्या देते हैं? अगर वो आर्ग्यू करती है, इज आर्ग्यूमेंट अ रीजन फॉर वायलेंस? अगर वो सेक्स करने से मना करती है, हमारा नया रेप बिल बना है, उसमें रेप विद इन मैरिज इलीगल नहीं है. इसका मतलब ये लीगल है. एक पुरुष कर सकता है रेप या सेक्सुअल अब्यूज अपनी महिला के साथ या और अन्य महिलाओं के साथ. हमने ये भी देखा कि महिलाएं जो घर से बाहर नहीं निकल पाती हैं, लड़कियों को स्कूल जाने की इजाज़त नहीं होती, कॉलेज जाने की इजाज़त नहीं होती, ये वायलेंस के डर से, स्पेशली सेक्सुअल वायलेंस के डर से. तो हमने सोचा इसके लिए क्या करना है. सिर्फ हम महिलाओं के स्वास्थ्य पे इस मुद्दे को इग्नोर करके काम नहीं कर सकते. तो हमने देखा कि देश विदेश में एंटरटेनमेंट एजुकेशन एक माध्यम है जिससे हम लोगों की सोच बदल सकते हैं और बिहेवियर भी बदल सकते हैं. तो हमने एक धारावाहिक जिसका नाम है मैं कुछ भी कर सकती हूँ, दूरदर्शन पे डाला और उससे बहुत असर पड़ा वायलेंस के ऊपर, लोगों की सोच के ऊपर. और ये फिरोज खान ने डायरेक्ट किया है. और इसमें जब फरहान अख्तर आए एज सूत्रधार तो हमारी व्यूअरशिप डबल हो गई. और डबल नहीं, उनके जो संदेश थे वो संदेश लोगों ने अपनाए. और फोन कॉल्स हमारे पास 1.7 मिलियन फोन कॉल्स टोटल आई कि क्या असर पड़ा है इस धारावाहिक का, जिसको हमने एनालाइज किया. और हमने देखा कि सचमुच एंटरटेनमेंट एजुकेशन के माध्यम से आप लोगों की सोच भी बदल सकते हैं और बिहेवियर भी बदल सकते हैं. फिर हमने ये भी देखा कि नंबर्स, लोग समझते हैं सिर्फ एंटरटेनमेंट लोग देखना चाहते हैं, यही हम समझते हैं. नहीं, एंटरटेनमेंट एजुकेशन दूरदर्शन के आंकड़े जो कहते हैं वी रीच 400 मिलियन men, women and young people across the country. We also found that the government recognized कि हमारा जो ये धारावाहिक है या एंटरटेनमेंट एजुकेशन यंग लोगों की सोच बदल सकता है. तो 8 मिलियन यंग पीपल के लिए कार्यक्रम बनाया गया है इस देश में, जिसमें मैं कुछ भी कर सकती हूँ की आवाज़. और उसमें एक फिल्म है जो फरहान के मैसेजेस हैं, वो 8 मिलियन लोगों को देश में पहुंच रही है. और हमने, इसलिए मैं ये कहना चाहती हूँ, हमने क्यों पीएफआई कैसे पार्टनर कर रही है और क्यों पार्टनर कर रही है फिरोज अब्बास खान के साथ और फरहान अख्तर के साथ. मैंने देखा जब ये निर्भय कांड हुआ था, फरहान अख्तर को क्या असर, उसका कितना असर पड़ा. उसी के बाद उन्होंने मर्द भी बनाया, सही है, और फिरोज के साथ हमारी बहुत सालों से ये कैसे काम करना है महिलाओं के स्वास्थ्य पे और महिलाओं के वायलेंस रोकने के लिए 5 साल से बात कर रहे हैं। और हमने ये देखा कि फरहान और फिरोज दोनों सिर्फ एक मैसेज दे के नहीं चले जाते, कंसिस्टेंटली काम करते हैं। और जो फरहान का मैसेज है कि मर्द का मैसेज है कि एक मर्द जो सोचता है इट इज़ अ स्ट्रेंथ टू बीट वुमेन, इट्स एक्चुअली अ वीकनेस, ये हम और आगे पहुंचाना चाहते हैं। और जो एंटरटेनमेंट एजुकेशन है आज फिरोज खान, उसके मैं कहूँगी सिर्फ इंडिया में नहीं, ग्लोबली ही इज़ रिकग्नाइज्ड एज अ सक्सेसफुल डायरेक्टर राइटर to change behaviors of people, and these are two men who care deeply about changing the realities of women, and so we are partnering with them. And finally, I'd like to say that हमारे देश में defecation free कंट्री के लिए प्रधानमंत्री और सब ने ललकार दी है, पर अब ये जो ललकार है वो है कि हमें वायलेंस रोकना है, बंद करना है। बातें बहुत हो गई हैं, आंकड़े बहुत निकल आए हैं, स्कीम्स बहुत बनी हैं, लॉज भी बने हैं। ऑल दैट इज इम्पोर्टेंट, नेसेसरी बट नॉट सफिशिएंट फॉर एंडिंग वायलेंस। वी हैव टू गो मेनी स्टेप्स फर्दर, और ये कैंपेन हम मिल के करेंगे।
फिरोज जी, पूनम जी ने मेंशन किया कि ये जो कैंपेन को आप अपने एजुकेशन एंटरटेनमेंट के थ्रू आगे बढ़ा रहे हैं, लोगों तक ये सोच पहुंचा रहे हैं। ऊपरी लेवल पे तो ये जनरली लोगों को एंटरटेनमेंट लगता है, लेकिन एक गहरी सोच के साथ, थॉट प्रोसेस के साथ जो लोगों तक पहुंच रहे हैं, उसके बारे में कुछ बताएं।
लेट मी थैंक यू, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आपका और पूनम जी का। आई थिंक पूनम जी ने सब कुछ कह ही दिया है, तो उस पर मैं ज़्यादा अब आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू ड्वेल मोर ऑन दैट। आई थिंक वी आर हियर टुडे पर्टिकुलरली टू टॉक अबाउट दिस कैंपेन, बस अब बहुत हो गया है, एंड देन द कॉन्सर्ट दैट वी आर गोइंग टू हैव। आई लाइक टू जस्ट फोकस ऑन दैट एट दिस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम, दैट आई थिंक somewhere after what happened with the Nirbhaya case, we all decided that, you know, things are going to be fine. A new law has come in and things will become fine and everything will now be good for the women. And we realized that that is not working. This is a continuous and a sustained engagement. We cannot just react to it. We react to a situation. It's like you react to floods, you react to, natural calamities, and then we forget about it. I think in this case, we can't do that. And that is the reason that we've got together. This is a campaign that runs for almost 2.5 years, and the campaign started with some extraordinary films that Farhan's company made on Sania Mirza and on Vidya Balan, and those were really absolutely brilliant films, and they kick-started the campaign. After that, what we did, that we engaged with about 500 colleges, and we had 40 colleges where we had our workshops on violence against women, and we asked the students to give us 2-minute films on violence against women, and we got 1,700 films from that. And then there was a whole campaign all around the country. The idea is to sensitize on a continuous basis violence against women and girls. And as a part of that, we have a culmination in the concert about which Farhan will speak much more. But what we are here together is to tell you that we are not going to just stop at this concert. We are not going to just stop with this campaign. We will be continuously engaged on every media, in every forum, because there's one thing we also realize, that with the NGOs, they tend to speak to the same people again and again. So, you're talking to the converted, and that doesn't really work. We want to scale it up. We want to go to a large number of people. We want to go to people who normally don't reach, and on a continuous basis to tell them this is enough. It cannot go on like this. And you look at the newspaper every day, you look at what is happening, you look at the TV channels, and it's just not stopping. It just doesn't stop. So I think it's extremely important that we take this very seriously. And as we have the slogan कि अगर देश को बदलना है तो मर्द को बदलना होगा. There is no question about that. Women have done it. It's time that the men stand up. And unless they change, the change won't happen that quickly. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. आपने एक अलग आप we all know about your initiative, MARD, and now this campaign is culminating into an evening, which is called Lalkar. Can you please help us with more details on this?
Yeah, absolutely. Firstly, what Poonam was speaking about, the reasons to come together, I think all of us were seriously affected by what happened in December, the Nirbhaya incident that everybody calls. And what was an emotional response to it? It resonated in a way with so many people. And when you start on a journey, MARD was started in response to that. But it wasn't only about that. There were many things that had happened before, and conversations that happen in living rooms, over the phone, where you feel frustrated, you feel angry, you feel helpless, you kind of rail against society, against the system, what is going on. But I think what happened was that it was a bit of a tipping point for everyone, where people realized, and at least I decided, that it wasn't enough to just sit and share opinions with friends. It's important to take that message out to people that all of us have a collective concern. And when you do go down that path, and when you're going down that path, it's important at times when you have the ideas to do things, when you have even the energy to do things, but you don't have the direction as to how it is that you can take things forward. And I feel so fortunate that at that point I've met people like Feroz, like Poonam, who have really channelized, I think, this energy, and who've added so much in terms of the knowledge that they have to being able to understand this problem a lot more, to understand these issues a lot more, and not only keep it about just this one emotional response to one incident. As Feroz said, very rightfully so, it is tiring. How much can you keep absorbing every single day? We all would love to wake up in the morning and look at a newspaper and not worry or have that insecurity that I'm going to see some horrendous news, about some violence against a woman or a girl. And many people that I know have actually stopped subscribing to newspapers just purely out of that fear, that they do not want this kind of news. And we together, there are laws that have been passed, rightfully so. There are laws that still need to be included, like Poonam has mentioned about domestic rape, that need to be included. But beyond all of that, it is a responsibility that all of us share to do something about solving this problem. It's not, you cannot leave it up to other people to do it. And for that, whether we inspire them through film, through song, through a wonderful show that Feroz had ideated, Main Kuch Bhi Kar Sakti Hu, it is important that we keep the awareness up, and in tandem with that, and in accordance with that, there is this concert that we have planned now on the 21st of November, which is called Lalkar, because we do feel that it is a time now that we have to really call out to people in a way where we cannot just politely tap them on the shoulder and say, excuse me if you don't mind. It's not about that anymore. We have to really reach out to them, let them know that this is a challenge that faces all of us, that all of us as young men, our country is a very young country, the largest population is below 25. So we have to reach out to all these men, and we have to let them know that you are the people who are going to create this tomorrow for what men in this country need to be thinking like. And music, according to me, is one of the most powerful platforms that can be used to bringing people together. We have been going to colleges since 2013 now, with the Farhan live concert, where we do speak about MARD. We speak about the charter that MARD had drawn out, which is in the form of a poem. And there's been a phenomenal response to every place that we've gone. And now, to me, this is really the next level, where it's not about just me as an artist going, but me also in sync with Feroz's ideas and Feroz's thoughts and Poonam ideas and her thoughts. getting more artists together so that we can reach more and more people with this idea and this awareness building that we need to do. So 21st of November at Bandra Amphitheatre, there is a concert happening. There will be Salim Suleiman, there will be Papon, there will be Sukriti, Prakriti, and many other artists who will be performing there. So please, everybody watching, please do come, please do support it. It's going to be streamed live as well. All the details will be available to you shortly. So even if you are not in Mumbai and you cannot make it to the venue, it's still possible for you to be a part of the live event as it unfolds. So thank you very much, all of you, for coming here. I also want to say thank you to the amazing behind-the-scenes team of all of PFI, of people who work with Feroz, and especially also of MARD, who've been working day and night to also get this event together. Thank you, all of you, for all your hours and hours of work and sleepless nights. And thank you all to the media for being here today. Thank you.
And I'm sure you all would have a few questions to the members at the dais. We leave the house open for your questions.
फरहान जी एंड पूनम जी, आप भी कोई भी जवाब दे सकता है। अक्सर हमने सुना है कि इंडस्ट्री में बहुत यौन शोषण होता है। अभी प्रियंका जी ने भी कहा, कुछ हद तक लड़कियों को भी सुधरने की ज़रूरत है। सेकेंडली, हमारी सोसाइटी में कुछ कपल्स ऐसे हैं जो बिना शादी के रह रही हैं, लड़कियां और लड़के। तो इसका असर और सोसाइटी में कैसे पड़ता है, हमारी बच्चियों के ऊपर, सबके ऊपर। कुछ हद तक हमें अपने आप को तो सुधारना है, जेंट्स को, लेडीज़ को भी सुधारना पड़ेगा। आप क्या कहना चाहते हैं?
सर, पहले तो मैं कहूँगा, अगर if two people who are adults are living together consensually, तो उसमें कुछ प्रॉब्लम तो होना नहीं चाहिए किसी को भी।
In fact, it's legal today in India to live together. The Supreme Court judgment.
Wonderful. So that makes it even better.
Without शादी तो अच्छी।
हाँ सर, इसमें क्या प्रॉब्लम है? अगर दोनों को खुशी है, मतलब एक साथ रहते हुए उन दोनों को कुछ प्रॉब्लम है, हमें क्यों प्रॉब्लम होना चाहिए अगर वो एक साथ रहना चाहिए?
हमारी बच्चियां हैं, उनके ऊपर असर गलत जाता है।
नहीं सर, इसमें बुरी असर की बात तो है ही नहीं। मतलब आफ्टर 18 a girl is entitled to have her own life, have her own opinion about what she would like to do. Similarly, a man does too. और अगर दोनों को खुशी मिल रही है कि they can live together, उसमें मतलब बुरी असर की कोई बात नहीं है। बुरा असर तो ये पड़ता है अगर एक हस्बैंड अपने वाइफ को पीटे और उनके नेबर्स जो है वो कुछ नहीं करे उसके बारे में, बुरा असर तो ये पड़ेगा।
यही सोच खाप पंचायत की तरफ ले जाती है हमको। अगर इस सोच को हमने आगे बढ़ाया तो वही फिर खाप पंचायत की होती है कि आप ये नहीं कर सकते हैं। एडल्ट हैं, बड़े हैं, और उनकी जो खुशी है वही मापदंड होना चाहिए बच्चों का, कि उनकी खुशी क्या है, नहीं कि हमारा मापदंड उन पर डाला जाए। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन।
देखिए, मैं ये सवाल का एक इनको जवाब देना चाहती हूँ। एक तो लीगल है, कुछ सोच समझ के सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने जजमेंट दिया है, इट इज़ लीगल टू लिव टुगेदर। एक शादी हो या पीपल आर लिविंग टुगेदर, इज्जत, प्यार, ये सब बहुत ज़रूरी है। और जिस शादी में हमने पहले भी बताया, एक में से 3 महिलाएं पिटती हैं और उनके साथ शादी के अंदर सेक्सुअल अब्यूज और रेप होता है, तो आप कैसे कह सकते हैं कि सिर्फ शादी में रहना चाहिए महिलाओं को? दूसरा, आप कह रहे हैं महिलाओं को कुछ बदलना पड़ेगा, नहीं, मर्द को बदलना पड़ेगा। बहुत से लोग की ऐसी सोच है, जैसे पॉलिटिकल लीडर्स ने भी कहा कि महिलाओं को 8 बजे के बाद नहीं बाहर निकलना चाहिए। मैं कहती हूं कि मर्दों को बाहर नहीं निकलना चाहिए अगर वो अपने आप को कंट्रोल नहीं कर सकते। महिलाओं ने क्या किया है? महिलाओं ने कुछ नहीं किया है। क्या किया है?
फरहान, मेरा सवाल ये था कि मतलब जो ये कैंपेन स्टार्ट हुआ, या मर्द भी जो आया निर्भया मतलब कांड के बाद आया, उनके साथ जो कुछ हुआ उसमें जुवेनाइल मतलब जो थे रेपिस्ट, मतलब वो भी इंक्लूडेड थे। और ये बहस चल रही है कि जुवेनाइल जो हैं रेपिस्ट या चाहे उस तरह के क्राइम करने वाले, उनको कैपिटल पनिशमेंट मिलनी चाहिए या नहीं मिलनी चाहिए, या अदर जो भी हैं मतलब इस किस्म के रेपिस्ट, उनके लिए लॉ को और कितना सख्त होना जरूरी है, मतलब टुवर्ड्स कैपिटल पनिशमेंट?
Sir, I'm not the right person to be giving you the answer to this. There are laws in this country that everybody has agreed to live by. And once the Supreme Court, which is the highest court, has given a certain judgment, I don't think that I'm anybody to say what they are saying is right or wrong. But beyond that, I think what we are focusing on is not what you are talking about. What we are focusing on is that hopefully a situation like this should never arise again. that's what we are hoping and to focus on. So our entire campaign is not talking about how do we punish people who commit crimes. Our campaign is talking about let's create a society where these kind of crimes are not committed. सर अगर आप आइडियल सिचुएशन सोचेंगे तभी तो आप पहुंच पाएंगे उसके पास.
मेरा सवाल आप तीनों से है. जिस तरह से ये सोशल मीडिया पे कैंपेन चलाया जा रहा है, इतने सारे लोग जो हैं इसको सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, लेकिन हमने देखा अधिकतर इस तरह की जो घरेलू हिंसा की बात होती है या औरतों पे मारपीट होती है या दुराचार होता है, वो इस तरह के मर्द करते हैं जो पढ़े लिखे नहीं होते हैं, जो इस तरह की सोशल मीडिया साइट्स का इस्तेमाल नहीं करते. मैं ये नहीं कह रही हूँ कि ऐसे लोग नहीं होते, बट अधिकतर हमारे देश में ऐसा देखा जाता है जो लोग सोशली इतना एक्टिव नहीं है वो इस तरह की घटनाओं को करते हैं. तो उन तक पहुंचने के लिए आप लोग क्या कर रहे हैं?
अव्वल तो ये कहना कि पढ़े लिखे नहीं करते हैं, ये बहुत बड़ा भ्रम है.
बिल्कुल, मैंने ये बिल्कुल
और
नहीं कहा
हाँ,
कि पढ़े लिखे
और वायलेंस भी कुछ फिजिकल होता है, बट उससे ज़्यादा डेंजरस इमोशनल वायलेंस होता है. तो इसका किसी पढ़े लिखे से, हालांकि मेरा तो तजुर्बा कुछ और है कि जो पढ़े लिखे नहीं होते हैं, जो गाँव में जो होते हैं, हमने देखा है उनको, उनकी इज्जत का जो पूरा जो उनके संबंध है बिल्कुल अलग तरीके से होते हैं. तो ये पहले तो मैं आपसे ये कह देना चाहता हूँ. एंड दूसरा ये है कि हमारा काम ये है कि हमने एक धारावाहिक की है, ये कॉन्सर्ट कर रहे हैं, और हम ये सोचते हैं कि हमने शुरुआत की थी, लोग और जुड़े उसमें. तो ऑफलाइन अगर आप कहें तो ये कॉन्सर्ट हो रहा है, और उसके साथ साथ जैसे कहा हमने टेलीविज़न भी किया है, और ये कंटिन्यूस हमारा चलते रहेगा उन चीज़ों के साथ में.
Farhan, I have a question for you. While this is a very wonderful initiative that you've taken, there's one thing that has come up in the media nowadays is how actresses and women have also been abused by people in the industry. Don't you think that everybody who are at the top level in the industry should come out and say that, it's wrong to, abuse or take advantage of women in the industry?
I think everybody has. I don't know of any single person who's said...
But there has been no active initiative taken that you make sure that who these people are. There have been no names that have come up. Don't you think it's valid that everybody...
well, I think firstly to start with, it would be important for women who have been subjected to it to speak out. Who do
they have been speaking out, but they have not been taking names because they're scared of probably because they're at the very top.
Continuing from this, do you think that we actually provide safe environment to actresses or female artists in the industry for them to come and speak about it?
No, I don't think so. I feel firstly, wherever there is an industry where there is power dynamic at play, so be it the corporate world, be it film, be it any world, there will always be these issues, unfortunately. And it is, I think right now, the environment that exists the world over, the kind of dialogue and discourse that's happening related to gender violence and discrimination the world over, I think this is absolutely the perfect time for people to feel enabled and empowered to come out and speak. And everyone who has their mind and their heart in the right place is going to be supportive of them and going to encourage them to speak names and going to encourage them to tell the truth, and that is their truth. So I would encourage anyone who has a tale of this description to share, a story of this description to share, that they have experienced or know somebody who's experienced, to please come and speak, and they definitely will find people to support them.
And have you ever been at the receiving end of this?
Of what?
Of the whole issue which is going on in the industry about asking to compromise for work or
being taken advantage?
Yeah.
No, not. I mean, I haven't. So I really can't comment on it. But I definitely do know, because of the kind of work that we've been doing with MARD. Also, the kind of industry that we would like the film industry to be, that we would like every single industry to be, because it's stories of whether it's molestation, sexual harassment in the workplace that happen. It's not unique to the film industry. We hear it in many different fields of work, and I feel that emphasis on all of them should be equal enough and should be done. So whether it's, we've heard stories from in the legal world, we've heard stories in the corporate world, we've heard stories in the political world. So wherever we can speak out, wherever we can encourage women to speak out, we must.
Hello. We see Hollywood taking a strong action against it. Apart from naming and shaming such men, do you think Bollywood can also stand up and take action once, as and when these people are exposed?
Well, I think it would happen. If you see the reaction to incidents that have occurred in the past, I don't want to be, I don't know, it seems strange now to bring up names of people who've been through these things, but it has happened in the past where there have been people from the film industry who have got embroiled in cases where whether it be rape, whether it be sexual harassment, and there has been a reaction to it. You can actually look this up and maybe find those names yourself, but it does happen. So I feel that if more people do come out and speak up, I think firstly the important thing is for people to speak up. I have no knowledge of anyone personally that I can share a story with you and say this person spoke up, because I can't speak on somebody else's behalf. It is up to that person to speak out or not. But I would encourage them through your mediums to absolutely speak out if they have something to share.
Fear in a lot of actresses' mind that if they openly speak and name these people, they will not get work anymore in the industry. And they will be outcast from the industry. So that is the reason why they don't go ahead.
And while some women have spoken out about it, they have not got work. And men on the other hand have been still working in the industry.
Can I just slightly, I think it's not fair that you only talk about the film industry. This is obvious because, cricketers, film industry seems to be the one that are very popular. This happens at every place. And worse things happen, at least in the media, that you are there in the film industry, you can speak and somebody will even know what happens in corporates, what happens in government offices, what happens in other places. So if we can broaden the discussion, I think it will be very fair for this particular project that we are here. I think otherwise we'll be talking about why you did not do it, why. It is a problem not just of the film industry. Please get that very, very clear. It's a problem that goes across the country, and that's what when Poonam says this is the research that is telling us that this is how women are taking and this is how men are behaving. Your newspapers, when they talk about the violence against women, 6-year-old girls raped, they are not from film industry. They are from other places. What is happening in the corporate world, the kind of violence that's going on, the kind of behavior, it's all over the place. You know about what happened in some of the digital companies and all that. They are not from film industry. It's happening in the workplace. We must ask that the workplaces must be safe for women, not just the film industry. Film industry still has a voice. Others don't even have a voice. What about all those people who don't have a voice? So I think if we can broaden that, it might help the discussion. Otherwise, we'll just get concentrated.
I also want to say here that the biggest abuse happens in the household. Ghar ke andar. The husband is a big abuser, and for young girls, the biggest abuser, if the list shows, is the father. And this is all done what we call interpersonal violence in the household. सबसे ज़्यादा violence household में होती है.
So it's like, you deal patriarchy, you deal all those kind of things. Your voice about the film industry, fair enough, it's understood. The Me Too campaign now is very, very popular, and I'm sure that women will speak up. There are some women in the film industry who have been speaking, and it's not that nothing is not there. However, if there is that kind of discrimination, the film industry has the space to do. But please, let's not. What about the other people? That's what I said. That every day you read, and they are people who don't have the power to even speak, not even resist. Let's talk about that. This is India that is beyond the film industry. Let's be very clear about that. So let that India also be represented and spoken about here. Pardon?
Farhan ji, Bollywood को represent करते हैं. That is why we are asking him related to that.
No, so today, I think what I want to say, no, I'm just saying is that today, because Bas Ab Bahut Ho Gaya is not just about the film industry, so I would like other voices to also be heard. That's what I'm trying to say.
My question is to everyone, congratulations for your initiative. ये जो कॉन्सर्ट है ललकार, do you find कि कुछ सालों में, काफी सालों में ये जो आंकड़ा है इंक्रीज हो रहा है, that is why it's like ललकार means sort of little anger भी है इस चीज में actually what you're trying to show this. And जैसे आपने कहा था कि काफी आर्टिस्ट लोगों को आप इंक्लूड कर रहे हो, can you name or you may be trying could you name few of them who will be joining this initiative?
जो 21st को परफॉर्म करेंगे?
जी हाँ, या फिर आगे आपकी कुछ प्लानिंग्स होगी?
नहीं, आगे तो उम्मीद करेंगे कि और मतलब जितने आर्टिस्ट हम जोड़ सकें इस जो एक नई प्लेटफॉर्म जो क्रिएट हुआ है, वी विल ट्राई नॉट ओनली मुंबई बेस्ड आर्टिस्ट, रीजनल आर्टिस्ट हों, अलग अलग ज़बानों में जो परफॉर्म करते हों. आई थिंक इट्स इक्वली एज इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर एवरीबडी to be a part of this. और मतलब एक है जो एक एंगर है, और वो इसमें आपको जैसे आप कहते हैं ललकार जो है, ये वर्ड इनफ इज इनफ जो कैंपेन है, बस अब बहुत हो गया, इस सब में एक थोड़ा बहुत एंगर है, क्योंकि मतलब ऐसा मुझे नहीं पता कि इंसिडेंट्स बढ़ रहे हैं या अवेयरनेस उसके बारे में ज़्यादा बढ़ रही है, मगर जो भी है, whether it's the awareness that's increasing or the incidents that we are hearing of, one incident of violence or one rape is one too many. So we have to try and figure out कि मतलब we should arrive at a place. वो कहते हैं कि it's very idealistic. I agree with him, it's idealistic. But the fact is that we have to work towards creating something that's idealistic. And it should not be a norm. It should not be something that if you wake up and you see in the morning, it's just considered a part of the news. That it cannot be normalized to that extent. You know, if you go back, I remember when I was a child, I remember reading or hearing, actually not really reading it, but hearing about these two people called Billa and Ranga. I'm sure you must have heard of them in your life. Why is it that you still remember their name? Everybody remembers their name. Because it was so shocking what they had done that the entire society across India was traumatized by it. Today we read about stories like Billa Ranga every day in the newspaper, sometimes more than one such incident. Do you remember the names of those people who did it? Do you remember the crime that they committed? It's become normalized. You've become desensitized to it. We have to sensitize people again to it. We have to let people know that, listen, don't let it just be a part of your day. That this news comes and goes and then whatever, chalo, let's move on till the next big news comes and we have a reaction again, like Feroz said. So for that reason, we want to use a platform, and music is a great way to reach people. And it's not only going to be going there and only singing songs. There will be messaging there. There will be a lot of things happening along with it. And we want the youth of the country to engage with this. And that's really why this whole platform has been.
So you have friends like Shah Rukh Khan, Amir, and lots of other people also. They have definitely tweeted and supported the cause. But personally, somewhere you must have spoken to them, and they are there for the concert, or you taking them on board somewhere.
Well, I mean, see, we will arrive at those things. I mean, right now to start telling you who from the film industry is going to be there, not be there is not important. What's important is that people who I know, people who I spend my time with in film and outside film, are people who are very like-minded, who share the same concerns, and if asked to come and or give some time or give anything that would be required of them, I'm sure that they will gladly agree to do it.
So how do you plan to scale up this campaign?
As Farhan just explained, is that एक तो ये जो campaign है, this is going live on Facebook. So you can understand the millions of people that it's going to reach. Thereafter, I think what he has, spoke about the idea is that we also need to go regional with this. So when we'll go regional, the number of people and the scale, so we could reach the entire country, the north, east, south, west, and that's the whole idea, is to reach as many people as possible. And I think the music is such a great medium through which we'll be able to do that. Yeah.
So I just
last question, please.
Farhan, how do you think we can make the workplace, especially Bollywood, secure for women so that they come out and speak and be sure that they will get work and not be threatened by the powerful sexual predators?
Well, I think every company needs to have a very strong HR department where people can go and speak very openly about what they're experiencing in the workplace.
In case of Bollywood, there is no HR. In case of an actor.
Sorry?
In case of Bollywood, in case of the film industry.
Well, every single office, production offices do have. Production offices do have. The studios that you work with do have. The people who hire you do have. So maybe you won't have it on set. That's of course won't happen. But the fact is that there's definitely somebody you can speak to within production.
Every company has to have the Vishakha guidelines in place in a sexual harassment committee. So we have to ensure that the sexual harassment committees function in every organization. And I quickly want to say that, film industry, their voice will get amplified at a national level, but also this effort and the fact that entertainment, education, and the data that we bring has made an impact on violence against women. There is a public health policy being made by the government of India where the health system is going to respond from the village level, starting there. And it is the evidence that we've given them on that this policy is being formulated right now. So, jo scale up karna hai, ek सेलिब्रिटीज की आवाज के थ्रू करना है और दूसरा सरकार के साथ करना है. So going forward, we are working with the government on a response. Helplines have been recommended across the country for women, and also early detection of sexual abuse and domestic violence at the village level, and then treatment, counseling and so on are all being planned.
फरहान, अपने इंडस्ट्री में ऐसा कोई इश्यू है जहाँ पर आप कहना चाहेंगे इनफ इज इनफ, बहुत हो गया, एनी इश्यू फॉर ह्यूमर स्टफ के तो आपने देखा हो कुछ ऐसी कुछ चीज होगी?
यार आप लोग फिल्म इंडस्ट्री से ऑब्सेस्ड हो चुके हैं लाइफ में. नो सीरियसली.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Let him answer.
Anybody can answer, like you said about.
एक मिनट, 1 मिनट.
Sir, this concerns the issues that exist in the film industry are issues that exist in every industry, right? So what you are most interested in is in the film industry because you enjoy those people who are there. The other people you're finding very boring to talk about. अरे भाई, I see. Ask what you ask. But do you? Yes.
Go through what it is. That when they complain, they also lose their job. They lose their reputation as well. So it's the same.
But that is what we are. But please understand, that is what we are here to try and change. You're telling me the problems. I already know the problems.
So I'm saying that that's the problem. Because your voice will reach out to others.
Yes, ma'am, I understand what you're saying, but you're telling me the problems that we already know. What we are here is to try and find a solution to those problems. What we are trying to do is trying to raise awareness about these issues.
Farhan, what's the solution to stop all these things happening in the
Well,
is there a solution to it?
Well,
Start with our background and our backyard, and then go on and
Okay.
I think we are done for the day.
Can
Thank
I answer
Sure.
that? Guys, yes, I know I'm a journalist myself. I understand that you want a headline, but I think by asking the same question 100 times, but I think he's answered most of the questions. Now you're not going to get an answer in one day. That is why it has to be a concerted campaign.
There has to be a dialogue, ma'am, and
So
we need to
how will
relate to the problem.
So that is why it's very important that it has. That is why बसा बहुत हो गया. बसा बहुत हो गया आपके लिए.
yes.
It could be piracy to kill. Piracy के बारे में also you could talk. I know this.
Sir, this is not the platform to speak about piracy. We are not here to speak about piracy. Yeah, please see the one thing that I can tell you. The one thing that I can tell you about the film industry, nobody goes out of. There is no question of somebody not being taken into a film or not being taken into work because they have come out and spoken honestly about something. That will not happen. They will always find work if there is a slight if, and that if applies to everybody. It applies to people who have never been harassed. It applies to people who have been harassed. The fact is that if people, which is the audience, at the end of the day, film is something which is very demand and supply. You may be the greatest star in the world. If 3 of your films don't do well, people may stop working with you. Right? So it has nothing to do with that. Tomorrow, if you are somebody who wants to come out and share their story, it is not going to affect your work. People are willing to watch your film. People will continue to watch your film. It is not going to change anything. Producers in this country want to work with people who they consider successful, as in any other field. If you feel that if I can get somebody to sell my soap, so more people will buy my soap, you'll take that person. Similarly, if I want to sell my idea or sell my story or sell my film, the person that I feel is best suited, who also the people love to come and watch my story, you'll try and get the best person. If that person has come out and spoken about a harassment case, I'm not going to not take that person in my film. They're two completely different things, and they should not be confused together. The fact is that what we have seen in reverse is that when somebody has come out and spoken about people who have harassed them, there has been a reaction to it. It may not be the kind of reaction that you expect. Maybe you wanted more. It wasn't up to the mark for you. Maybe that's possible. But the fact is that there have been reactions. And like I said when I was first asked about this, if somebody has an incident, a story, something to share, this is the perfect environment right now, the world over, for you to come out and share it. And you will be doing yourself a favor. You will be doing other women a favor by coming out and speaking. You will be doing other men a favor by speaking. There are young men who have said that they have been abused. So there are many such issues. We are here to highlight those issues. We are here to try and talk about those issues. And through this dialogue, through speaking about it, through putting more and more focus and light on it, hopefully arrive at a place where we can find solutions. I don't have all the solutions just yet. Neither do you. You have anger inside of you as to why does this happen. We all have that anger inside of us. And we are trying to find solutions. So let's work together and let's arrive at those places together. We'll keep coming back here. We'll be having another concert at some point. Let's see where we've reached between now and then. You know, maybe we'll have some answers for you. Maybe some more women will have come out and spoken. And we'll see how the film industry reacts to it. Right now, I cannot tell you things that I'm unaware of.
Yeah, actually, you know, there's one maid servant who spoke up and destroyed the career of an actor. Today, if somebody can speak up from the film industry, that woman had everything to lose. And she did that and destroyed the career. If there are women in any industry, in film industry particularly, who can speak, and today the laws have more protection, there is anonymity, your names cannot be disclosed and so on and so forth, you have far more power. So I think if this happens, the Me Too campaign, even in India, will become very powerful. But it should not just be for the film industry. This power should be given to the women across the country. That's what I'm saying.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And see you all at the PFI, MARD and Feroz Abbas Khan jointly presenting.